Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dontari Poe. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
Well, he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On play action. Now Rodgers. This is Johnson. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 16. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now running right through it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then He's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Shift together here from the D-line. Get the yard he needed. He goes the wrong direction. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 3rd down, it's Jackson, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. On 1st down, Rodgers. The right side, that's complete to Clark. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Rodgers going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Going to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Rodgers again now. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Larry Wilson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in... for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. Snap comes at 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Clark open right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Time running out here on the play clock, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Wide open, that's Clark. They lost him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets past one man. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure. You came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You